I am happy. So am I. So am I means I am happy too. I am happy is a positive sentence. What happens when we have a negative sentence? For example, I am not happy. We cannot respond with so am I, because so is only used to agree with positive sentences. For negative sentences, we use neither am I. Now, if the positive response of so am I means I am happy too, what does neither am I mean? We do not say I'm not happy too. Too is used at the end of positive responses. For negative responses, we use I'm not happy either. Neither am I means I am not happy either. Note, there are two ways to pronounce this word. Some people say neither, and other people say neither. Both forms are correct. In American English, you'll hear both forms of pronunciation used. You'll also hear both forms used in British English. So, you may hear neither am I or neither am I. They're both correct. Notice the word order. Neither plus auxiliary plus subject. The auxiliary verb needs to agree with the verb tense in the original statement or sentence. In the first sentence, I am not happy, the verb is am, which is a form of to be in the present simple tense. If the verb is in the present simple tense in the first sentence, then the response is in the same tense, the present simple tense, which becomes neither am I. Remember, neither am I means I am not happy either. So the complete interaction is I am not happy. Neither am I. Let's look at a similar example. I wasn't happy. What tense is used here? The past simple tense. Since we need to have the same tense, what would the man's response be to agree with the woman's statement? Neither was I. Both sentences are in the past simple tense. Neither was I means I wasn't happy either. So the complete interaction is I wasn't happy, neither was I. Now, these sentences have used to be in the present simple and past simple tenses. What happens with other tenses? Look at this sentence. I don't want any more. This sentence is in the present simple tense, which means the response also needs to be in the present simple tense. However, it is not to be. It has the verb want. Do we respond with neither want I? No, we don't. We do not respond with the same verb. We need to use an auxiliary verb. We say, neither do I. The auxiliary verb for the present simple tense is do or does. In this case, we use do because the subject is I. Neither do I. Neither do I means I don't want any more either. So the complete interaction is I don't want any more. Neither do I. We use an auxiliary for all verbs except for to be and modal verbs. Let's look at the same sentence in the past tense. I didn't want any more. The statement is in the past simple tense. This means for the response, we need a past simple tense auxiliary verb. How can we respond? Neither did I. Did is the past simple tense auxiliary verb. Neither did I means I didn't want any more either. So the complete interaction is I didn't want any more. Neither did I. Let's look at more ways of responding. Neither and either are used to agree with negative statements said by person A. Person B uses the word order neither plus auxiliary plus subject. The auxiliary verb used by person B needs to agree with the verb tense in the original statement by person A. Look at these examples. Person A says, I am not hungry. Person B needs to use the same tense, so would respond with, neither am I. Neither am I means I'm not hungry either. You aren't trying. The response could be, neither are you, which means you are not trying either. I don't need help. Neither do I, which means I don't need help either. Steve doesn't like fish. You could say, neither do I, but let's talk about another person. Let's use the name Sam. The response would be, neither does Sam. Does, because the auxiliary does is used for he, she, it. When I say, neither does Sam, it means Sam doesn't like fish either. I wasn't bored. This is the past simple tense of to be in negative form, so we need to respond with the same tense. Neither was I, which means I wasn't bored either. With the other form of to be in the past simple tense, they weren't invited. Again, we need to use the same past tense in the response. It becomes, neither were we, which means we weren't invited either. I didn't like the book. This is in the past simple tense and it is not to be. The negative auxiliary didn't tells us the sentence is in the past tense, so we also need to use the past tense auxiliary did in the response. So the response could be, neither did I. This means I didn't like the book either. Let's quickly go through each of these again. I am not hungry. Neither am I. You aren't trying. Neither are you. I don't need help. Neither do I. Steve doesn't like fish. Neither does Sam. I wasn't bored. Neither was I. They weren't invited. Neither were we. I didn't like the book. Neither did I. Let's see some more examples with modal verbs and perfect tenses. I can't swim. This has the modal verb can in its negative form, so we also use the modal verb can in the response. We say, neither can I, which means I can't swim either. I couldn't see him. If the first part has the modal verb could, then the response needs the modal verb could too. We say, neither could I, which means I couldn't see him either. She won't be there. Here, it uses the negative form of will, which is won't. These are used to talk about the future, so our response needs to use will too. We say, neither will I, which means I won't be there either. I wouldn't eat that. If the first statement has wouldn't, our response needs would. We say, neither would I, which means I wouldn't eat that either. I shouldn't worry. The negative form of the modal verb should is used. This means we also need to use should in the response. We say, neither should I, which means I shouldn't worry either. They haven't studied. Here we have the present perfect tense with a negative form of have before the past participle. For our response, we need to use the auxiliary verb have. We say, neither have I, which means I haven't studied either. He hadn't finished. This is another perfect tense, this time the past perfect tense. So we need to use the same auxiliary, had, in our response. We say, neither had I, which means I hadn't finished either. So let's quickly go through each of these again. I can't swim. Neither can I. I couldn't see him. Neither could I. She won't be there. Neither will I. I wouldn't eat that. Neither would I. I shouldn't worry. Neither should I. They haven't studied. Neither have I. He hadn't finished. Neither had I. Sometimes nor is used instead of neither. It has the same word order of nor plus auxiliary plus subject. For example, if someone says, I wasn't ready, you can respond with, nor was I, which means neither was I. Both forms are correct. If someone says, I didn't want to go, how could we respond this using nor instead of neither? You can say, nor did I, which means neither did I. Again, both forms are correct. I hope you found this English grammar lesson about neither and either useful. Have an awesome day.